Good morning, dear ones, and welcome to Cards and Coffee with Tony. Today is Wednesday, April 15th. This reading is good until tomorrow, Thursday, April 16th, 2020. But as always, time is limitless. So anytime you hear this reading is when it was meant for you to hear. Let's go ahead and start by cleanse, bless, and protecting the space. We cleanse, bless, and protect the space. We cleanse, bless, and protect the space. All right, we're going to cleanse, bless, activate our chakras, get in full alignment so that we can hear these messages and receive these messages. Beautiful. Okay. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, we call forth our angels, our ancestors, our guardians, and our guides to be present with us, to help us communicate these messages for the collective. And let's set this tone. Beautiful. We're going to set the intention to have clear communication between spirit and ourselves so that we can understand the messages as they come through. All right, so let's just go ahead and start by jumping into this reading with Getting into the Vortex. Esther and Jerry Hicks, channeling the teachings of Abraham. Well, how are y'all? And good morning. Good morning. All right. I hope you're all well. We are having a cold snap come through, and I was not expecting that. I've spent the last few years living on a tropical island, and I forgot that it would stay cold past Easter here. So I would say that I was not emotionally prepared for that, because I was definitely not. So today I have on my long sleeves again. Just yesterday I had on a sleeveless shirt. And the weather doesn't know what it's doing. But that's okay. That is spring. Spring's just like fall, winter, and reverse, right? Goes from cold to hot. Okay. So let's see what message we got from Abraham today. Thank you, Abraham. Okay. We got number 48. I intend to see the best in everyone. 48, what a beautiful number that is. 48 adds up to 12, which adds up to 3. Trinity, you got your conscious, your superconscious, your subconscious, your superconscious. You got your self, your higher self, your connection to source. Me, myself, and I. However you want to connect the number 3, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. That's what 3 adds up to. It's a very divinely blessed number. I intend to see the best in everyone. You can never consistently motivate anybody into anything. But when you see the best of them and you go over to where your version of the best of them is and you align with that and offer one signal, now you are part of the inspiration. You see, have you ever had that experience yourself when someone sees you and loves you and expects the best of you? Do you not shine in ways that you never shined before? And do you not find it really hard to shine when another person does not look for the best of you? And this is such a poignant message right now at home. A lot of us have been home now for about a month, and I think that maybe when we are spending so much time together, we're starting to get on each other's nerves probably a little bit. I think that's a safe assumption for me to make. And it's real easy to find fault. It's real easy. And also just in this whole situation in life, where, when we see the numbers, the global population of numbers of people getting sick and dying increasing, and everybody, the global economy, what's going on, it's real easy to just jump and make assumptions about people, but we want people to see the best of us. And when people see the best of us, we usually shine because of that expectation. Well, the same thing can be said for anyone. If you have a good intention, you see the best in everyone, guess what's going to happen? They're going to rise up to meet you to that intention. All right, we're going to read our first coracle. Coracle. We're going to read our first oracle. I was trying to say Kuan Yin oracle, and it came out coracle. We're going to read the wild Kuan Yin oracle. Goodness. Okay. Bless Mother. What messages do we have today? We actually just pulled this card the other day. Well, not focusing on what's behind you, but focusing on what's to come. All right. While Mother, which I think a lot of us are focusing on the negative here. We need to not be focusing on what's negative. Let's focus on the positive, the best in everyone, including ourselves. The same grace that we give to everyone, we need to make sure we are definitely offering to ourselves. I know, especially I, as a mother, I feel this way, and a lot of my friends who are mothers probably understand this. We have a tendency to offer grace to a lot of people because, as mothers, we know people are just humans. What's funny is you don't want to offer yourself that same grace. You don't want to afford yourself the same appreciation. Try not to be so hard on yourself, loved ones. All right, we got 2 cards, and we are going to go ahead and take them. All right, first, number 29, Blessing of the Kite Dancer. I love this card. This adds up to number 11, which is the Divine Master number. And this is just basically saying, you see how she's dancing and flying above the city here? Here, let me see where my hand is. There we go. You see how she's dancing and flying above the city? This is just the Blessing of the Kite Dancer. This is just basically meaning whatever plans you've made right now are fully and divinely supported. It says, even the most impressive natural talents benefit from the guiding hand of a wise mentor. When a student shows particular promise, a teacher may place higher demands upon that student. In other words, when you expect someone to shine, guess what? They're going to rise up to meet that expectation, right? You've been gifted with a talent and an ability. You may or may not be aware of it yet, but the divine knows it's important for your success in this lifetime to development. So if you receive the blessing of Kuan Yin, this is your talent, will be nurtured by the divine into its full expression. So, in other words, this really does step right into the blessing of the kite dancer. This is when you seek the best in people, they will rise to that occasion. Number 11, this is divinely supported and blessed. It's a master number. Okay, and the next card underneath that is number 38, a surrender, sensitive sister, be moved by the moon. Oh, well, look what we got again. 3 and 8. That adds up to 11. Double master number. We got 2 11s here. This is very interesting. You will be moved by the moon. Look at that big, beautiful full moon over her. We just went through the full moon. We are actually today at exactly the quarter point of the moon. Next week will be the new moon. So we are in the quarter waning moon. This is 38, surrender, sensitive sister, be moved by the moon. And it says something is happening. You cannot see it, but in your most sensitive and responsive moments, you may feel it. Even though others around you may not share your insight, you may share your feelings with others and they may accept what you say or you see, but they may question you. Perhaps you may be keeping it to yourself because you don't know what to do with the information or the feelings that you have, or you're fearful that others will be afraid and judge you. It matters not whether another sees or feels as you do. You are meant to be moved by the moon, to sense and to feel as you do. Do not try to be toughened up or to protect yourself or become less sensitive, less emotionally attuned, or less moved by energy or feeling. Your sensitivity can become your greatest asset, a source of wisdom, a source of truth, and even strength. Your sensitivity has been given to you for your benefit, not as a burden. Okay, so this is very interesting. So you're being asked to honor what you feel, whatever you've been feeling, whatever you've been sensing, whatever deep within, even when that is shred of physical evidence to support it, that is your truth, okay? You need to be able to sit with it. You need to be open to it. Don't try to be logical about it. Just know that you can trust the truth, okay? So what is the truth? What is the truth? Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how these cards come together. You got an 11, you got an 11, and then right here you have a 12. That is very funny. You have 48, you have 38, and you have 29. And look how those are literally just going 40, 30, 20. That is just so funny. But basically what this is saying is you need to see the best in everyone. You need to raise the bar of your intentions, of your expectations, so that when you do, people will rise up to meet your expectations. Don't lower the bar. Maybe perhaps, you've been having, you've been feeling a kind of way about something perhaps, right? And maybe you need to have a conversation with somebody, but they don't see your point of view. Maybe when I'm trying to think of how I feel about this. If with this one, surrender sensitive sister, you were moved by the moon. It's saying that what you're feeling, maybe not everybody else understands your point of view, but understand that you are locked into the truth. You've been taking the time to, oh, here, I just got the message. Okay. You've been taking the time to meditate, to pray, to get to the truth, to get to your truth. And so now you know what that is. That truth is love. That is the truth. That's the truth of that everything is centered and focused on love. So when you raise your truth up to love, when you raise the bar and you extend that grace and you see the best in everyone, you raise that bar up high to love or above, guess what? Instead of being annoyed with the situation and everybody around you, when you see the best of them, they're going to rise to the occasion. They're going to rise to meet your expectations of them. Absolutely, they are. You see the truth. Stop believing falsehoods. Stop believing distortion about others and the situation around you. I think some of you are feeding into the distortion. Some of you are feeding into the fear. Some of you are feeding into the lies. Stop believing that. Start anchoring into the truth, anchoring into the light, anchoring into your alignment with source, and get into that love. When you find that place of love, you're going to find the truth. You're going to see the truth about other people, and they're going to be able to, you're going to see that truth, and they're going to be able to rise to that truth about themselves. You're going to be able to support them in seeing this about themselves. All right. Today's Oracle, today's Tarot. I just can't get the words out today. It's going to be by the Paulina Tarot. All right. Spirit. That is so funny. The very first card I pull is the world. What kind of world do you want? The world, this is about creating, the world that you want. Okay, did I just shuffle this up? Oh, goodness gracious. Y'all. If y'all could just see the nonsense shuffle that I just did. I shuffled my deck half upside down. So half the cards are going one way, half are going the other way. Let's just pause for just a moment. Thankfully, I caught it right as I started the shuffle. There we go. Let's try that again. Okay, so when we broke the deck, we got the world. I believe that's number 21, in fact, which comes to a 3 again. This is so funny. It's all about 11, which adds up to 2, which is, going from yourself to your higher self to 3. The 8 of Wands. Changes coming quickly. Okay. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, what messages do we have for the collective this morning? If I had to guess, just kind of the overall feeling of this reading is that there's probably been some tension. There's probably some projections going on, some feeling of anger, resentment, some distortion, some untruths being fed to each other, because we're all frustrated. We're all anxious. We're all stressed, overwhelmed. This is a very unusual situation. And a lot of us are projecting fear onto each other. And so we're not seeing the best in each other. And I think because we're not, we're really lowering the bar, and nobody's meeting the expectation of each other of what we should be raising each other's expectations to, which is love. All right, up first, we have the Page of Wands. Up next, we have the Five of Wands. This is the third. I just told you we had the Eight of Wands before that. Five of Wands in reverse. Got a lot of fire energy on the table today. So this could be, your fire signs, your Sagittarius, your Aries, your Leo. Okay. Wands represent your actual energy, your energetic field, your creativity. And he can represent life goals. So what goals are you focusing on right now? What are you focusing on in your life? Okay, and your third card is the King of Swords. All right, that's your air signs in reverse. And at the bottom, this is the second time we drew this week. This is the sixth, I think we drew this last week. That's the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right, so let's just jump into this right here. This is a fun little card. Look at this little page right here. I think, if I'm not mistaken, like his wand is almost like a disco ball, and like see how the light is reflecting off of it, and how he's shining this beautiful bright light all over everything. This guy he's bringing the party, right? Like when I see this page of wands, you know who he reminds me of? Y'all remember that song by Pink? Y'all hear my dishwasher? I'm sorry. Remember that song about 20 years ago Pink put out? I'm coming up, so you better get the party started. That's this guy. This is him. He's excited. He's out there to explore his freedom. He's looking for a good time. This is the Page of Wands, okay? So again, he's looking to explore, right? So what are you looking for? So it's very interesting. Here he is. This is the page of, exploration, of going out and having a good time, of he's excited, he seeks freedom. Well, what are you seeking? I intend to see the best in everyone. So is that what you're seeking? Are you as you're out seeking that freedom that Page of Wands is bringing you, what is that freedom? How do you get freedom? That's the more important question, okay? He's this guy right here, like I said, he reminds me of Pink, bringing that party. He's got all sorts of new ideas, all right? He's enthusiastic. He has new perspective. He's just fun, all right? He's not afraid to take risk, face challenges. So what's the challenge a lot of us are having right now? Perhaps we're having some issues with seeing the best in everyone. Perhaps we're having issues of seeing the best in ourselves and our situations. So he's here to tell you, lighten up, okay? He's here to help you to focus on the light, to shift your perspective, okay? And to give you a new perspective, okay? That's what he's really here for. He's here to encourage new perspective and to bring fun into you, okay? Right next to him in reverse is the Five of Wands. Okay, so 5 is about change, okay? And normally, right here, you see how these guys right here with their wands, how they look like they're kind of fighting. I mean, they're not, but they kind of are. They're kind of at a, I don't know, there's kind of a standstill at this point, but you could tell that there was definitely an argument happening here, a conflict, right? Okay. When it's upside down, it's more or less the reverse in this case. Not always, but in this case it is. This is about avoiding that conflict. It's about learning to respect, respect differences. Yes, that's beautiful. Spirit, thank you for that message. Oh, how beautiful. Okay. This is really getting clear here. Yes, I hear this message loud and clear. So I feel like we're having a lot of not necessarily seeing eye to eye in our home, in our life, in our cooperative, but don't worry. It is time. It's time for a change of perspective. It is time to work on maybe learning to respect differences, to raise the bar so that everyone can meet us at that higher level, to anchor into the truth, okay? The truth of love, to not anchor into fear, to not anchor into the distortion, but to seek the higher truth. We're always seeking that higher truth. We're not going to anchor into distortion and fear energy, okay? That grid is not serving you any purposes. This is not what we want to be focused on, okay? We want to really, this is where we need to focus. See, she says, hey, what is your truth? What are you raising the bar of the truth of someone here? is this. We're going to show each other respect, okay? We're going to have healthy, respectful conversations with each other, okay? And respect each other's differences. Because here's the thing. We're not always going to see eye to eye, but we can respect each other's differences. And this is what's, oh, hang on, before we get to the bottom of the deck, then you have, you know, right up next to that, you got the swords, okay? Your swords are, your air signs, okay? So this could be about a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius, and this could be a conversation we're having very specifically about two people involving a fire sign and maybe an air sign even, okay? So, you know, maybe a Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, and a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But what's interesting about the swords is this is really about our thoughts, okay? And our, what we're thinking, all right? You know, what you're thinking consciously and subconsciously, all right? This is the King of Swords. Normally, when he's right side up here, this is about telling the truth and having discipline. But see, when we're here, this is about losing emotional control, okay? So it looks to me like maybe we're not working as a family, as each other, as a collective. We're not working hard to show some respect to each other's differences of opinions, okay? We're not respecting each other's differences of opinions. It seems to me like a lot of us maybe are, we're really not having control of our emotions, okay? So what we need to work on is really getting in charge of our emotions. Look at this guy right here. He wants you to have a changed perspective. He wants you to see the best of everyone. He wants you to see the best in yourself, see the best of the situation, see the best in others. And when you do, when you anchor into that love, the situation's going to improve. It's going to improve. It's going to rise up. It's going to come out of the gutter. And you know what the most beautiful thing about that is? It's looky here at the bottom of the deck. We have the Six of Cups, okay? So, you know, your cup sign. These are your water signs. These are your Pisces, your Cancer, your Scorpio. This is about emotions. Again, this is a beautiful card. It's one of my favorite cards. This is, I mean, look at this mama and this little baby and these little cups and all these just beautiful things being given to them. See how their cups are full, their cups are overflowing. This is just about healing, about creating happy memories, okay? Your cups are overflowing and your family is healing, okay? So that's what this is about. This is about, oh my gosh, and look what is under look what's at the bottom of the deck. At the bottom of the deck, the Three of Pentacles, all right? That's teamwork, right? I mean, look at these three women. They're working together. That's what this is about. This is about teamwork, okay? At the bottom of the deck, here we go, Six of Cups, you know? Look at that mom and that little baby and how their cups are overflowing, all right? So that's what this is about. We gotta get back in alignment with ourselves. We gotta get anchored back into the truth here. The truth about love, the truth about our alignment with Source and our connection to Source, because otherwise we're going to be focusing on the negativity. We're not going to be able to see eye to eye. We're going to be feeling a lot of this, you know, just fighting conflict, when what we all really want to do is work on respecting each other's differences. We want to work on having everyone anchor into love, so that we can rise to that occasion, so that we can avoid having this very much loss of emotional control. Because really, that's what this, when I see this card in reverse, that's what I think of. This is not being in charge of your emotions. This is fully losing your emotions, okay? We need to work on getting in charge of our emotions, okay? That's what this is. This is all about. This is about anchoring into it so we can create this happy, harmonious family life, okay? Let's draw one more tarot, just kind of as a clarifier here underneath this Blessings of the Kite Dancer and the Sister of the Moon. We are going to be reading from the White Sage Tarot. As always, all of my decks are linked at the description below. Page of Cups. I mean, I believe we just drew this a couple days ago, didn't we? Move some stuff out of the way here. There we go. I'm almost positive we just, that's a happy surprise, right? Oh gosh, and look, there's 3 of Pentacles. Again, that's double confirmation. Teamwork, teamwork. So funny. Double confirmation here. The Lovers. When I split the deck, the Lovers. Yeah, I mean, you really, this is honestly, this message is very clear. Maybe we're having a little bit of arguments. The Tower. You know, it's time to stop that. It's time to end that cycle of arguing, of, you know, not being in charge of our emotions, you know, losing control of our emotions, of, you know, it's trying to end this conflict cycle. It's time to start working on respecting each other's differences, okay? All right, angels. Okay, that was just about instantaneous. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, and I think it's funny that we drew 2 cards under these. Okay, so up first, the Chariot in reverse. And then beneath that, the 6 of Wands in reverse. Boy, we got a lot of reverse energy today, don't we? All right. Up first, number 7, the Chariot. This is Cancer. All right. This is about having, well, okay. There's 2 ways you can read it. The Chariot sometimes is literally about taking a journey and going on a trip, which, interestingly enough, if you look at her, this is kind of what she's doing. She's taking a journey, okay? She's taking a trip. Well, this is more of, since we're all kind of stuck at home, nobody's really going anywhere or, you know, doing anything. This, in this case, isn't necessarily about taking a journey. It was in reverse, right? Normally, when it's this way, it's about having willpower, okay? So when it's this way, it's lack of willpower, lack of control. It can even mean aggression, okay? So there, like I said, I'm feeling like there's a lot of arguments, a lot of argumentative energy on the table here, right? I feel that's what this is. I feel like there's a lot of argumentative energy, but it doesn't have to be this way, okay? Absolutely, it doesn't. We can change our perspective to see the best in everyone. We can get a new perspective, and we can raise the bar on what we expect of others so that they can meet us at that higher bar, okay? We need to work on definitely tapping in to being in charge of our emotions, because, I mean, y'all, this is telling me straight up, this is lack of control. I mean, these 2 cards together, this is, you know, this is lack of control, and this is, hang on, who are we at? Oh, King of Swords. I was thinking King of Cups. You know, this is just straight up loss of emotional control. Both of these cards, actually, now that I think about it, mean loss of emotional control, right? So you were, some of y'all it's time to reel it in. It's time to reel it in, okay? And then, you know, here we have right beneath it, we got another Wands. Look at all this Wands energy, y'all. Whew. 1, 2, 3 Wands. I mean, y'all got a lot of Wands energy, a lot of fire energy. Now, remember what I said about that fire energy. This is about your life and your life goals. So here's what's happening on the table right now. Your life is apparently getting a lot of projection and negative energy being sent from yourself and from others to you, and, you know, from yourself to others. Then you have right underneath that the 6 of Wands, all right? This in reverse, this is punishment, okay? This is having too much pride. And I think that, this message is so clear. Pride goeth before a fall, right? Maybe there's a lot of miscommunication happening. I feel like that is a lot of what's happening here. There's a lot of miscommunication, a lot of, you didn't intend to have an argument, but boy, did it happen. There's a lot of miscommunication, bringing out the worst of everybody. It is time to change our perspective. It is time to raise the bar. It's time to anchor into love. It is time to get our emotions in check, our energy in check. I mean, this is lack of control. This is lack of emotional control. My brain just all of a sudden, oh, punishment. I don't know why my brain just couldn't think of that. Punishment. You know, this is about punishing yourself, punishing others, because you're not in control of your emotions, because you're causing this conflict. It's causing a lot of punishment for yourself, for others. I mean, you gotta check that, right? I mean, so let's everybody take a deep, deep breath. Let's let go of this fear. Let's let go of this distortion, and let's anchor back in to love. Okay. At the bottom of the deck here, we have the Seven of Cups. This is about, making choices. This is about searching for purpose, right? So right now we're searching for answers, searching for purpose, right? What's the answers we're searching for? Right here. You know what the truth is. You already got the truth on your side. Anchor into it and you'll be okay. The truth is love. The truth is that you got to raise your expectations of yourself, and you got to raise your expectations for everybody else, that they are going to meet you at that bar. And when you do, guess what? They're going to. You're going to see the best in everyone. You're going to change your perspective. And when you do, you're going to cut out that conflict. Here's what you're going to get. This is what we're all striving towards, right? All right, so let's just finish this reading off with one last oracle. We're going to do healing with the angels. All right, angels, what messages do we have for the collective today? Music. Usually that means we need to listen for messages in songs and music. Archangel Michael, anytime he shows up, I just kind of feel like that's the angels checking in, saying, yep, you're about to hear from us. What we're about to say is just for you, and you're about to receive ideas and inspiration. I mean, that is 2 days in a row. That has been the third card on the split. You're about to receive some ideas and some inspiration if you will just listen. Get a meditation and prayer and let your angels whisper in your ear. Remember, praying is a two-way street. It's not about just praying. It's also about listening. It's about actively listening. Angels, what messages do you have for the collective today? This message is very, very clear, though, that we need to really focus on raising the bar and offer and extend some grace. We need to offer some grace so that we can seek harmony. So we can seek harmony in our family, in our home. Oh, an enchantment. Now, I love this, and I'm actually going to read this card really quick because this is about, seeking more than you even thought possible. Enchantment. Recapture your childlike sense of wonder and awe. Remember when you were a child and how magical the world seemed? The sense of enchantment is the spirit of our inner child. Our inner child. Are you kidding me, spirit? What did I keep telling you this week? How are you going to see the best of everyone? How are you going to raise the bar? How are you going to anchor into love? Well, first you're going to meditate and you're going to pray, but then you're going to get yourself out of this funk. But going outside and playing just like you were a child. Remember when you were a child and you believed in unicorns? I know I did. I did. The angels ask you to recapture your magical sense by remembering that a miraculous power surrounds you. Ask God and the angels to help you with anything. Don't worry, you aren't removing the angels from more important tasks when you ask for their help at the everyday situations. They truly want to support you so that you are free of worries. And that way you exude the joy and the wonder of children who trust that they are taken care of. And when you are joyful, your divine light inspires everyone who sees you. So again, you got to tap into that joy. You got to tap into that love. You got to anchor into that truth so you can raise that bar. And when you do, here's what you're going to get. You're going to get harmony. Look at this beautiful orange. This is your sacral chakra, Look what I have sitting in front of. Seeking harmony. And you remember what I just showed you when we split the deck? Look what here's the bottom. Music. Harmony, music. How funny is this? How funny is this? You're going to get that harmony in your home. You're going to, and right under that, guardian angel. Your guardian angel is here to tell you you are supported. You are not alone. Go to them in prayer and meditation. Get the answers you seek. And then from there, go out and have some fun with your family. Get outside. Go fly a kite, for goodness sakes. But when you do, go have some fun. Lift your spirits. Get yourself into a joyful place so that you can get in control of your emotions, so that you can quit losing control, so you can quit punishing yourself and others. You can quit this conflict, and you can seek conflict resolution and seek to respect each other's differences of opinion. And when you do, you're going to get this harmonious home that you want. This is the outcome of where you're headed. Just keep remembering it. We got to seek joy, and we got to seek that through having fun. There is only one way through this, and it's to stop being so down. We got to lift ourselves up, see the best in this situation, not just in each other, not just in ourselves, in this situation. Where can you seek childlike wonder? Where can you? So you can achieve this harmony. All right. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. As always, if this was helpful, please share it. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks to you all. I love you. Keep praying.